It is clear the Biden administration has a complete aversion to accountability. The congressional oversight is not a choice. These bureaucrats in D.C. need a shock to the system because they have forgotten who they really work for, who are the American people. Additionally, this is not the first time OMB has obstructed the committee's oversight efforts. In fact, during the 118th Congress, OMB has refused to discuss any of their work under the jurisdiction of the House Committee on Natural Resources. OMB's repeated refusal to testify sends a clear message from the Biden administration to the American people that we are above the law, above Congress, and accountable to no one. The refusal to testify also allows us to draw the inference that OMB, OSTP, and the Commerce cannot justify, defend, or even explain this bizarre and radical scheme. The brazen defiance of congressional oversight by OMB, OSTP, and Commerce is unacceptable. The people deserve transparency and accountability. Regardless, this committee stands ready to use every tool at its disposal to administer effective oversight of OMB, OSTP, and Commerce, and rein this out-of-control administration in. Now turning to our testimony hearing today. As many of you know, the United States is a resource-rich nation, unlike any other. In many ways, we already account for our nation's many priceless natural assets like minerals, timber, and oil and gas production on federal lands. However, as governments around the world, international organizations, and the private sector attempt to formalize the treatment of natural resources as a form of capital, we must take great care so that a natural capital accounting system will best serve our nation rather than serve as a weapon to achieve partisan goals. I'm also concerned that the United States will defer to international authorities to guide the development and implementation of a national system for natural capital accounting, following standards set by organizations unaccountable to the American people, such as the United Nations, European Union, International Monetary Fund, and the World Bank. Unfortunately, but as expected, the Biden administration plans to use their national strategy for national capital accounting to advance harmful mandates under the guise of climate stewardship, exclusionary and legally impermissible DEI initiatives, and radical anti-use priorities rather than for the benefit of the American people. Notably, the national strategy underpins numerous related initiatives for the Biden administration to include the beautiful 30 by 30 initiative, the Bureau of Land Management, BLM, proposed conservation and landscape health rule, and the recently withdrawn New York Stock Exchange proposal to list national assets companies. The conservation and landscape health rule represents a seismic shift in public land management that will fundamentally upend BLM's multiple-use mandate, which has guided land management practice for nearly 50 years.
I have major news to share with you today. The Social Security Administration recently made an important update. This is due to a piece of legislation that President Biden signed into law. Social Security experts say this change will affect many households' finances. My dear friends, please make sure that you watch until the end of this video. Also, in a video later today, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter the weekly giveaway, friends, please make sure that you click and like several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning these weekly giveaways. According to Newsweek, today, many Americans are receiving their Social Security checks, potentially up to $4,800, as benefits have increased by 3.2% this year. However, not all payments arrive on the same day. The timing depends on the recipient's birth date. So if your birthday falls between the 1st and 10th of the month, you should have received your benefits on February 14th. Today, Social Security payments will go out for those whose birthdays are between the 11th and 20th of a month. Individuals born between the 21st and 31st will receive their payments a bit later on February 28th. There is an exception for those who started receiving Social Security benefits before May 1997. They typically receive their payments a bit earlier. For this, their payments arrived on February 2nd. Overall payments increased by approximately $50 a month due to the COLA. The highest earning beneficiaries can receive up to $4,873 if they retired at age 70. However, the average monthly benefit is much lower. Factors like retirement age and work history influence the amount received. For instance, for those retiring at age 62, you will earn $2,710 a month, while those retiring at full retirement age of 67 years old receive $3,822. But despite the COLA adjusting payments based on inflation, some believe it does not reflect price hikes in healthcare and housing, leading to concerns about maintaining purchasing power for retirees. In 2024, over $1.4 trillion in payments will be sent to more than 70 million people. According to Yahoo News, the SSA recently updated its Equity Action Plan, aiming to make programs more accessible and services better. One key focus is improving payment accuracy for supplemental security income recipients. When President Biden took office, he signed Executive Order 13985. The SSA's new plan aligns with this order. In 2022, the SSA released its first Equity Action Plan in line with Biden's order. In February 2024, they announced an updated plan. On February 15th, the administration proposed a new plan called the PI, or Payroll Information Exchange. This plan aims to use payroll data to reduce payment errors and improve service. Marna Mali, the Commissioner of Social Security, highlighted the importance of payroll information exchange in reducing payment errors. He mentioned that automated payroll exchanges will streamline the process and reduce inefficiencies. These exchanges will also help adjust SSI payments accurately and enhance the efficiency of Social Security disability insurance. According to the SSA, the Payroll Information Exchange should cut down on payment errors by exchanging information with payroll providers. It will help reduce manual errors and quickly identify unreported wages, preventing improper payment. Several Federal Reserve policymakers caution against hastily cutting U.S. interest rates or making significant cuts, responding to recent data indicating unexpected high inflation in January. Their remarks echoed the sentiments reflected in the minutes from the Fed's January meeting. The minutes revealed that most central bank officials were concerned of potential consequences of swiftly cutting rates. Only a small number of policymakers expressed concerns about a different risk, that maintaining rates too high for too long could slow economic growth and potentially lead to a recession. Despite a decrease in inflation from its peak of 7.1% in 2022 to just 2.6% in 2023, and this is according to the Fed's preferred measure. Patrick Harker, the president of the Federal Reserve Bank of Philadelphia, urged caution against premature rate cuts, suggesting that while a rate cut decrease may be possible this year, it should not be expected immediately. Well, my awesome and amazing friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for today. Thank you so much for being part of this community. I will be announcing several winners for the $75 Walmart gift card giveaway in a video later today, so please make sure that you do stay tuned. All you have to do to enter the giveaway is click and like several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning these giveaways. Thank you, and have a wonderful and very blessed week.